So, March update. March was insane. March was actually insane. Oh my god, so much has happened. So much has happened, and I'm really, really proud of myself. Okay, so March was crazy. Last update I gave you was from February, and I had completed like a competition thing. I'd submitted for a competition. Well, right, what was supposed to happen was we were gonna submit for this competition, and then the next Friday they were supposed to put out the shortlist. So we had a very tense week where the four of us had submitted for this competition, and then Friday came around and no one heard anything. No one heard anything at all. So we were all just like, okay guys, better luck on the next one, whatever. And I was in a really tough spot because I didn't really know how to move on from my project because I'd come to this early conclusion. So I made that other video, which is me critiquing over my collection, which you can watch if you want. You don't have to. It was also just a bit of fun and something to like kick me back into gear of working on stuff anyway. Yeah, so I did that. I spent time critiquing my collection. I spent time doing some more sampling work. I've been twirling and things like that. Then the next week, on the Thursday night, I received an email. And I'm going to put that clip in here because I think nothing can say it better than my raw reaction. You know how in the last video I submitted for a competition? Well, I have some very exciting news. I'm like still shaking. It reads, "Dear Emma, hope you're very well. Thank you kindly for submitting your application for the BFC British Library Competition, Identity and Disruption. I am delighted to inform you that your submission has been successful for the first stage of our selection process, and we wish to invite you to an interview with our panel of judges to discuss your submission further. Interview." Oh my god! There are 8 people shortlisted from the whole of the UK. And I am one of them. Oh my fucking god! I cannot tell you how happy I am right now. Like, I was having a proper wobble this morning about where I was with my project. And then I had tutorial and it was great, and I got some really good advice, but I was still a bit wobbly. And then I was just sitting here and I got an email. Oh my god, I'm so happy. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. That's amazing. For those of you who don't go to fashion school, for those of you who don't go to art school and don't study fashion, this is a big deal. Yeah, so fair to say I was excited. Of course I was. Yeah, and from there it was a whirlwind. Like, it was such a quick weekend. So what had happened was that the competition, because I asked them about it, they said that they were overwhelmed with the amount of entries that there were because this was the first time they had done online submissions, and they had so many submissions that it took them longer than they thought it would. They took an extra week to sort through all of our submissions to actually get a shortlist that they really liked, and then they emailed us on the Thursday, and we had 3 days to prepare for our interviews on the Monday, and then we found out who won at an award ceremony on Monday night. So it was a very, very quick process, and we got so much support. It was really great. Yeah, three of us got shortlisted out of the 4 of us that submitted. 3 of us got shortlisted, and that took up over a quarter of the the finalists kind of span, with real win for Greys, which was really great, but also a win for us, which was pretty awesome. So yeah, we managed to do that. We had to create a 2-minute long video that kind of explained our project and would be shown to the public on the award ceremony. So I did that over the weekend. Yeah, things started circulating around the school. Like, one of our tutors put out an email to like all of the schools saying that we'd been shortlisted for this pretty big award and that everyone should be proud of us and whatever. So that was really great. And we were able to get most of our class to watch the awards ceremony, which was also really lovely. Like, the solidarity that we had was fantastic. Like, the group chat firing off, it was so lovely. It was just a really great experience, and I got to speak to the panelists of judges. I got to speak to the women from the British Library, who are so lovely. They're so lovely. It was just great. I feel like I spoke a million miles per hour. It was nuts. It was just a blur. I can't even remember what I said, but I said it, and yeah. So yeah, it came to the award ceremony, and we were all really nervous because, like, it was a public platform. Like, you can't see everyone, but you know everyone's there, so it makes it a bit weird. And yeah, I filmed my reactions to this, actually, because we had to watch our own video and other people's video, like, as part of the ceremony. So I have a few reactions. These are the most extreme ones. Over 8 videos, most of which were to my own face and voice. So enjoy this.
I'm about to head into the meeting. I'm actually shaking.
And I would like to announce that it is more like Chiara Lamont. So well done.
With that being said, we are very happy to announce that the winner for the award is Adela Babinska. Well done.
Congratulations. Goodbye. Close but no cigar.
I didn't win, which was really sad at the time. I think that, of course, when you don't win something that you really want, like, I thought I was in for a proper shot, and I was, to be honest, but I didn't win it. And at the time, I found it really hard to kind of see past that. For like a half a day, that, like, I took it quite personally, especially with something this big. You're kind of allowed to be a bit sore about losing, I think. Not sore about it anymore, because I mean, I got shortlisted, and that's really big. That's really big, and I can put that on my CV, and I can have that as part of my portfolio now, which is really, really great. So yeah, I think I'm getting quite a lot out of it, considering I didn't win, which is great. Yeah, I think I did kind of, yeah, it's hard to take it, but at the same time, I'm so proud of myself for getting as far as I did, and I can get a lot out of it. And I just need to, like, keep motivated and see this as an absolute win. I keep having these moments where I kind of, you know, when you go through, like, Instagram and you're seeing everyone posting all these amazing things, and you're sitting there and you've spent like 2 hours on TikTok or something, and you just feel horrible about yourself and about your work and about how much you've been doing. But I just need to remember that, like, I did this, I've worked really hard for it, like, I've worked my ass off for it, and my work is of quality and people like it. So I just need to remember that when I'm feeling pretty down on myself and down on my work, which happens kind of often, but that's just like a psychological thing, you know? When you've stared at it for too long, you begin to hate it. I'm really proud of myself and I'm really happy with what I did. So it's been an amazing wild ride. Yeah, I don't know what else to say after that. Like, I've just been twirling. I think for hand-in, I'm doing a blended hand-in so that I can get samples in there. And I've been spending a lot of time on Photoshop and updating my Padlet because it looks a bit, well, it did look a bit bad, but now I'm refining it and it looks so much better and I'm so much happier with it. So I'm just going to keep doing that because we've got 2 months left. I think I'm going to work quite interchangeably between things, developing the silhouettes of the pieces that I'm not happy with, developing the toiles for the piece that I am happy with and starting to build that up, also working on the portfolio, and then also working on like video elements, kind of extra stuff, doing social media things, because it's so hard to spend an entire day on Photoshop. The way I've been working is like I'll spend half the day on Photoshop and then I'll spend half the day toiling. So it's very much just like finding a balance between the things so that I don't go crazy on Photoshop. I do this thing like every month or so where I'll create a calendar on kind of like A3 paper with little squares for each day. I'll write in all my deadlines. I'll write in events that I want to go to as well, and kind of like things that are special to me. I want to take that day off, or I want to have something specific on that day. And it's a good way to kind of, especially on A3 where it's bigger and you can see it really clearly, it's a good way to kind of, for me to visualize my time and how much time I actually have. Because I find it really hard to comprehend when you're thinking about it in like, oh, I have 8 weeks left, but like I can't slot things into that. I like having like an actual calendar, and I like to make them myself because it's kind of a crafty self-love kind of break from designing. I don't know what else I've been up to, really. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I went back to uni for a day, and then I've forgotten to book ever since, so I keep missing the deadline. But I'm going in next week, so that's going to be fun, and I'm going to be able to start working on my actual garment. Crazy, I know. I think I might even be able to make 2 full looks, which is kind of mental. So I'm having a good time. I'm very excited. This is an exciting part of the project. It's just like getting through the slog of Photoshop is the worst part. But we're getting there. That's fun. Oh, I had a illustration workshop with Giles Deacon. That was pretty cool. So that's my update, and I will see you next month. Maybe not next month, I don't know, because that's going to be a pretty stressful time. My hand-in's on the 21st of May, and then it's immediately going to go on to virtual degree show stuff, and also being a graduate, and I'll be getting back to my small business, and hopefully I'll be able to expand on that. So yeah, I'll see you in May. Crazy.